Welcome to My Money Mindset podcast, where we explore how a healthy mindset is the foundation for financial success. Each week, we delve into mindset hacks and practical strategies to help you enhance your income, help you make more appropriate investments for yourself, and to improve your overall financial well-being. Join us on this journey to transform your financial future by transforming your mindset. Please note that the information provided on this podcast is for general information purposes only and does not constitute as personal, financial, or health advice. It has been prepared without considering your individual objectives, financial situation, or life needs. Before making any financial or health decisions, you should consult with a qualified professional or financial advisor to ensure the information aligns with your specific circumstances. So let's begin and enjoy this journey as each episode teaches us on how to improve our overall mindset that it overall improves our financial success. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Just a quick episode in relation to if you're thinking about selling a property, you can't afford to keep it simply because it's costing too much, there's greater land tax, or the bills are getting out of hand, or you may have had some untoward or bad news happen in your life and you just want to basically sell your property or an investment property to get the cash up. Remember that we also do provide a service that enables you to renovate the property to make sure that the value and the sale price of your property comes in at what you want it for, plus more. And what I mean by that is you renovate the property, you put it on the market, then you sell it, rather than selling it as is, simply because you generate a lot more sale price if you do slightly renovate it, 9 times out of 10, right? So what we do is we basically get the team in there, give it a slight renovation. Doesn't have to be anything structural where you got to contact the councils and stuff like that. In some instances, we do that also, where we can actually make sure that the sale and the renovations and what's needed, the work that's needed on your property to get it sold faster is done in appropriateness to the councils. So we make sure we look after all that as well. But we make it so that you get a better price. Now, quite often when you engage with a real estate agent, they'll say, look, if this was done and you renovate that and put new curtains, or you did the garden, just a clean up, don't think that it's got to be massive stuff. Don't always believe that you've got to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars just to try and get money back on this property. Sometimes we've done renovations as small as $5,000. They can go from depending on the property, from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000 or whatever it may be, right? But every property needs different stuff. So we get our team of designers in, we have a look at what would sell, we collaborate with your agent, so we actually don't take over the sale. If anything, for those of you who are real estate agents and really want to make sure that you sell a property and get it done faster, give us a call. Make sure that you have a look at it, enhance the property. Now, when it comes to the money, which everyone at the bottom line goes, oh, well, it's going to cost too much. Remember that we do not expect you to pay for the renovations until the property is sold. It's a fantastic system that basically doesn't get you out of pocket. When you sell the property, you pay for the renovations. Now, everything is quoted up front, so there's no undercutting or undermining costs or anything like that. Basically, we provide you with a quote that's itemized, so you'd have bathroom, kitchen, lounge room, etc., right? Outside, entertaining, all that sort of stuff. And we break the price down into accordance to make sure that you guys are actually looking, and you might say, look, the bathroom does renovation, but I'll leave that, or I'll do the ensuite and then not the bathroom, or I can improve the flooring and make sure that the flooring throughout the house is a lot better. Everything else can be left alone. We'll do a bit of the garden, and rather than spending $30,000, we only spend $20,000. Remember that when you go to pay that $20,000 off, it's after you sell the property, guys. So it's a massive advantage. It's an awesome way of retaining your cash flow in life. Obviously, if you're selling a property, it may be because there could be financial stress. We can also have a look at that. Obviously, you know that financial stress is my forte. Gearing it, making sure that your repayments are smack them down and your cash flow is better, making sure we can improve upon your cash flow, and making sure that when you go to sell the house, you're going to optimize the price. Now, even for you real estate agents out there that are looking to optimize and get your clients a better result on the market, then give us a call and make sure that you work it through with us and your client to sell their property faster for more money and better results. Obviously, as a real estate agent, you want to make sure that when you do sell something, you're acting in the best favor of the vendor, the owner of the property, and you're optimizing their result. Please give us a call. And it also just doesn't mean that it's just for the cash flow stuff. This sort of thing is also to enhance the overall neighborhood. So even if it means that, the neighbors see it and you see the works and they see the price that you get, God bless, it's going to be one of those results that, everyone loves success stories. So let us know. Remember, you don't pay for the renovation until you sell the property, put the money in your pocket, then you pay us the money that was for the renovation. Now, the other thing is, before we even get to that we can pressure test your finance and make sure that you're in a better position financially on your home loan or investment property or properties, and make sure that you're actually running full steam ahead and firing on all 8 cylinders to make sure that your investment portfolio is optimized. Now, it is a quick sort of marketing episode, but I must emphasize that I cannot stress this enough, that the reason I put this out there is to make sure that everyone that is working so hard for their money isn't just throwing it away simply because the banks are taking it from them through fees, through additional fees that they shouldn't be paying at the time, additional interest. There are strategies. Remember, strategies to pay the home loan off earlier and knock that interest down. It's not just what's your interest rate. It's also the way you gear it. It's the way you apply it. It's the banks that you use. It's strategies that you lose. It's not always just about interest rate, guys. Don't always just hold your breath and wait for the cash rate to drop. There are other things that we can do to implement to save you cash savings and put it back into your property to make sure it's in your pocket, not the bank's. And if it means that you do have to sell eventually or whatever, that saving's still in your pocket. Remember, you're going to make even more money. You're going to have more money left over the exercise, the whole scenario. It's a win-win. It doesn't mean that all I think about it when I get up out of bed is money. It just means that you are looking after the blood flow, which is your cash flow, right? The blood flow of your financial success is your cash flow. Remember that. And if you look after your cash flow, it will look after your whole financial portfolio. And that's why I put these episodes out there. So remember, thinking of selling, get us in to have a look, to renovate, then sell it. Double your money. Why not? It's an opportunity. Just because this investment property or property may be dragging a chain and not going up in value or whatever, a call's not going to hurt. If it means that you're doubling your money, why wouldn't you do it? And if it means that you can pay for it after you get the money, why wouldn't you do it? So, hope it helps, guys. Fantastic episode. Simply enlightens everyone into knowing that they're not stuck with just their boring old bank that's ripping them off, or they're not just stuck with this bad investment property or property that they can't sell. We can always make sure we do what we can to sell these properties. All the best, guys. Thank you.